Hi, this is Dan Sikolsky. I'm a certified recovery support specialist with Chestnut Health Systems in McLean County, and I'm also assigned to the McLean County ROSC. And we just want to give you a little this week in McLean ROSC update, just spotlight some things. Most of you have probably heard about some of this in our meetings, but some of you maybe aren't as familiar. You're seeing this on YouTube, and just want to give a standing invitation to our monthly ROSC Council Meeting. This is open to the public. You don't need to be in recovery. You don't need to work in the human services field to attend this meeting. We're looking for people with any kind of lived experience in recovery, family members, just people earnest about recovery in McLean County. That's the third Tuesday of every month at 3:30. So our next meeting is June 21st. 3:30, have the Zoom code here, and it's the ROSC softball team. So far, under the course of the entire season, we only have 3 losses. That's pretty good, except we've only played 3 games. So yeah, we're 0-3. Our next game, May 25th at 6 p.m. If you want to come check us out and root us on, it's an all recovery co-ed team. Some other stuff coming up. We will be at the Cogs and Corsets Steampunk / Victorian era fair downtown Bloomington, June 3rd and 4th. We'll have a table both days, the ROSC, just giving out information. We'll have some knickknacks and gifts, freebies to hand out as well, promotional items. Kat Hayes will be giving a presentation on what recovery looked like during the Victorian times, sort of tying into the theme of the carnival. And that's at 10 a.m. on Saturday in the McLean County Museum of History on the 3rd floor. There's a classroom. We have a Grady's Family Night coming up at July 8th. Just show up at 6:30 and we'll have free tickets for you. Bring family members. You can RSVP any of this if you have any questions or you want to get involved and help out. You can just email us at McLeanCountyROSC@chestnut.org. Chestnut does not run or own the ROSC. They're just the stewards, the lead agency of the state funds to make sure that the ROSC is carried out as it's laid out in the grant, but it is a wholly community-owned coalition. So that's why we rely on your participation and why we do all this to educate and make you aware. Some other things going on with the ROSC. We have our bi-weekly ROSC events planning meeting, and that will be this Tuesday, May 24th at 11 a.m. If you're interested, the Zoom code is 859-961-0938. We'd love to have you there. We have our weekly support group meetings. Bridges is an all recovery and family oriented group. That's every Thursday at 7 p.m. If you're around, a few years back for a couple decades, they had the Connections meeting over at what's now Carl Broman Hospital. It's basically that same meeting. We engage the clients in treatment at Chestnut. It'll be the men's unit one week, the women's the next. And we let them run the meeting. We let them determine what topics or questions they want to ask. And it's just a good meeting that focuses on the solution, but also is very newcomer and family members friendly. Smart Recovery is a more cognitive behavioral therapy oriented recovery path. If you want information about that, that meets Thursdays at 1 o'clock. I was kind of running out of space here. If you email us, McLeanCountyROSC@chestnut.org, we'll give you the Zoom information that Angi uses to run that meeting. September 17th, just to save the date, that's going to be our annual fundraiser picnic at Anderson Park. June 14th, the McLean County ROSC and McLean County Fatherhood Coalition, as well as Task Winter Circle, have teamed up to do a virtual recovery panel. So we'll have 5 different panelists from varying paths, from everything from family recovery to personal, AA 12-step recovery to faith-based to non-secular. And really the focus of this particular panel is to educate people not as involved in recovery, people, just the general public, about addiction as a disease, how it affects the brain, why it's a disease, why the symptoms of their loved ones, the stealing, the lying, and all the ugly things they seem are partially symptoms of a brain disorder. It's not that person always choosing to be immoral. We're trying to help the general public understand that addiction, these are not bad people, these are unwell people. Okay, so hopefully you'll come check us out for that panel. There's going to be a follow-up that will be a panel in a couple months of all people who work in the field from a clinical standpoint, and then we'll have a keynote speaker, Mark Sanders, later in the fall as the third part. of that 3-part series. So I think that's everything for now. We've got some other stuff going on. If you want to get involved, the soonest way is through this bi-weekly meeting on Tuesday, May 24th at 11 o'clock. Other than that, hopefully we'll see you at a council meeting or some of these other events, and we'll probably put this video out every couple weeks just to keep you all updated. It'll say this week in ROSC, but it probably will cover a couple weeks span. That is it. Thank you for your time. If you liked what you saw, click like. That helps us, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.